Boxing is life.
Boxing is light. Don't steal it, Sevan, you son of a.
Did you guys see the Dan? Do either of you guys follow Dan Bailey? Did you see he's got a girlfriend?
You sent it to me.
Oh, I did. Did you see that, Matt?
No, I wasn't on that DM.
Oh, no, we don't DM. Real friends text. Real friends text.
Right.
Yeah, Dan Bailey got a girlfriend, which I found refreshing. I was really happy for the guy.
Why were you
Just because
refreshed?
Just because he just seems like an old guy who needs a girlfriend. Like your window for getting girlfriends is limited. He's got to be pushing over 30, and I've never seen
he's
him.
my age. He's my
Yeah,
age.
Dan.
He's
Dan
I think he's a year. I think he's only a few months younger than me.
Yeah, if you're 37 or 38 years old and you don't have a girlfriend yet,
I think he's had girlfriends over the years. He just keeps it quiet.
oh, well, this one's not quiet, so this one must be real.
Yeah, like as soon as I saw that post, I was like, "Oh, he must have been dating her for a while now." I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it, but
That brings
That's
me-
probably a first date picture.
That reminds me of a story. When we first started, when I was working at CrossFit and we were doing the CrossFit podcast, I think you were on the show, Josh. It was you and Dan.
Yeah, we did. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was that specific show, but I basically told Dan that it was a fucking huge fucking mistake that he won the Spirit of the Games award. Oh, before I go into the story, what do you guys think about the Spirit of the Games award? Like, are you guys just like, fuck that, we just want to win? That's just stupid.
It's definitely not something award I strive to get. I strive to win the CrossFit Games. You know what I mean? Like the spirit of the games should go to who people want it to go to. Like it's not something you strive for. You just be you. Be who you are as a person. You know. And
Exactly.
if you get that award, you get that award.
there have been people that have received that award that I'm like, absolutely. Like they are just happy to be there, lifting everyone up around them, like just good people. And I think the award is a great thing. What I hate is when people like are putting on the show, like trying to get the award throughout the week of the games, which 100% happens. And it's like you're clapping for your competitor because you know there's an audience watching you, and that's the phoniest shit.
There's nothing good about going and clapping for your opponents as they're behind you and you just beat them, and very few times, very few.
I think there is a time and a place to be supportive, give tips on the competition floor, all that. I look at it as I'm treating everyone else the way I want to be treated. If I'm the last one on the floor and people are circling around me, I'm going to tell everyone to fuck off, get away from me.
The circle of shame.
Don't give me your pity. Go away. And so like I know that I don't want that treatment when I'm in that situation, so I'm not going to go do it to someone else of like this phony like hyping up the crowd, and I hate it.
I actually would do it to hurt people's feelings. I would tell them. I told Rasmus, I go, hey, Rasmus, when I crush you on this workout, I'm going to come back and I'm going to clap for you the entire time while you're working out. And I'm done.
Oh, that's
man.
amazing.
And we did.
I had one person who was a coach at the time. I won the games, and the guy got his other athlete got Spirit of the Games, and this coach went through like after the games, he did like his top 10 moments of the games.
We know who we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Me winning was number 2, and then his number 1 moment was Cole winning Spirit of the Games award. And I was fucking livid. I looked up a cheerleading camp in Boston. I sent him the link to the cheerleading camp. I said, if your goal is to win Spirit of the Games, send him to this fucking cheerleading camp. I'm here to win. That's what we're all here for. I was so pissed. Yeah. And like, that's not saying that I don't think that there's good to come from that. I think the award is very great, and I hope it goes to someone that does resemble that. Like, I remember Cara got it one year, Sam Briggs. Like, I was like, that's great, because they are enjoyable people to be around at the games, you know. But yeah, like having that, putting that on a pedestal, over winning, it's like, what's your goal? Why are you signing up for a competition? If you want to pat people on the back, don't sign up for the games. Like, you can go to gyms and do way more good. But yeah.
So in that interview, when I had Dan on, I don't know if you remember this, Josh, I basically said, hey, the spirit of the games is a complete fucking joke. And how do I know that? Because Dan Bailey won. And he has no fucking, he is the absolute, he's a curmudgeon at the games. He's not uplifting. He's nothing. He
doesn't talk at all. That's like
no.
I like when Dan.
No, he sucks.
Like he literally just that's who he is. Because that's, I mean, he came from track, right? Where track people are very secretive with their training. They're very private with. They don't want people to know their times. And so that's what Dan grew up doing. I remember thinking the same thing. I'm like, when does Dan? Whatever. Yeah, it was.
Anyway, that part had to be cut out of the podcast. I don't remember if Dave made me cut it out or Nicole made me cut it out, but it was like a big deal. It was like, oh, you're discrediting the fact that, like, I think that they felt like it was a personal attack on Nicole, and maybe she was collateral damage. But, and I'm going to betray myself here. People are going to hate this part I'm about to say, but really, there was no one better. I should have been in charge of Spirit of the fucking Games. I spoke to every single fucking athlete. I was down there the entire time. It should not have been anyone else, or it should have been a couple of the media people. But like when people like Sam Briggs are there, like she wins every year. Like she is fucking I
remember
her shit is real, and she's helping people, and there's no cheese dick about it, and she fucks you up and then helps you. But
I remember one year that she got it, and as Nicole was going through her speech, I forget who I was sitting next to, but like all the athletes are on the floor, and we're all kind of nudging, like, who do you think's going to get it? Who do you think? And I was like, man, I don't know. And then like they announced Sam Briggs, and I was like, yep, 100%. And it's genuine. That was the big thing, that like the amount of athletes that I've seen that are like so bubbly and outgoing and just like the poster children on camera, and then are just like complete pieces of trash as soon as the camera's off and they don't have an audience to appease, is unreal.
Hey, man, I'm right here, bro. I'm right here, man. Come on.
No, but then there's the people that
it's insane you never won it too, Josh. It's insane you never won it. I know you would have probably thrown it into the crowd, but it's insane you never won it. Insane.
Well,
but then there's the people that like, they'll say things on camera that some people don't like, and it's like, well, they don't feel like they have to like put on this front to impress people. So like, I know like Vellner has been in that boat. Vellner's one of the funniest, nicest people. I remember
Vellner's
Josh
definitely
Josh
is in the running for that.
I remember before I had met Josh, I was like, he seems kind of like angry, you know? And then I met him, and I was like, he is one of the funniest fucking people I've ever met. And he's kind, like, but he's not going to be kind just to make you feel good. He's not going to lie to you to make you feel good. It's you. Yeah, I don't know. It's
and I'm not saying that you have. There is. I will say this in defense of Dan. If it is about being genuine, Dan is genuinely a curmudgeon at the games. And fuck, if the spirit of the games is going to be given to the person who's just being genuine, okay. I'm not suggesting he's not genuine. I'm just saying there's people there, and the energy is pouring off of them. Like Ben Smith is a great dude. He's awesome. He's focused. He's committed at the games. But I wouldn't give him the spirit of the games because he's more internal.
He's very
when
internal.
I think of spirit of the games, I think of someone who's making the mood light and like and basically the other they're elevating everyone's game through their sort of their personality and their respect for the sport and sort of their respect for their peers. There's an ease to them. And they ease the situation. And when I look at this list, I made up the list. I'm just like, those people, like,
Sevan, you should
crazy.
get Spirit of the
Games.
I definitely should have fucking won. Hey, I'm looking here in 2018, a team won Spirit of the Games. That's got to be the dumbest shit ever.
It was like a vote, right? It was.
Oh yeah. There's like an asterisk here. You're right.
I love this
fan vote. Like I give a
version of Sevan that's not employed by HQ and just can now speak his mind.
It's my favorite. I love it.
It's maybe they'll bring me back 2021 and let me pick the spirit of the games for the game.
I've put in some good words for you, Sevan.